Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Elemental Origins. My name is Starr and today I'm going to enter into the space with a sage smudge stick. I was having real trouble lighting this smudge before setting up, everyone, and that feels significant for someone. If you're having trouble cleansing your home at this time, I would say please just be very cautious about who you let into your home and what you have going on in your home at this time. I feel like some of you out there might be really struggling with the pressures of darker energies around you, and you might just not be aware of exactly what is happening in your space. So if this is you, please do reach out to me. And I had this message again, every so often I get this message like someone's not going to have time to watch my full reading. So I'm just going to pull a card and give a mini reading for them, for whoever's in there in the collective that needs to hear this message today. Well, 35, spiritual evolution, set your heart free. Yeah, some of you, it's like you've turned your back on something when actually that was your shining light. And the message that is wanting to come forward today is to turn back around. It's like, don't keep walking in the wrong direction, turn around. And that's going to be really significant for someone. You might have started to see a lot of birds. You might have actually been woken up with the sound of birds chirping at you. That feels really significant. That might have happened really recently. It's like the birds really stuck out to you. They started singing and you weren't sure if that was a message for you. And this is a message to say that it was. You might start to remember your times in like water dimensions, like Lemuria, Atlantis, or you might start to feel like you are, or you have already started to feel like you are drowning. It's like you're drowning somewhere. I'm going to grab the bottom of the deck energy. Lead the way, light your own path. Yeah, you've been wanting to walk your own path for some time and you haven't been. I'm being drawn to psychedelics with this card as well, so that might be significant for you, or something that will help you to access you feeling like you can lead the way or exit a path that no longer serves you. Pile 1. You might be drawn back to pile 1 when you have time for this reading. So apologies everyone, because that felt really important. But today's message is from the Shaman, and I'm really excited for this. This is the third in the 3-part series for Shadow Season, and we do have the final eclipse moon coming up with the full moon in Taurus, and the energies are very, very, very sticky right now, and I'm sure a lot of you in the collective have been feeling it. I'm definitely in a deep state of purging, and I'm just very welcome to have the essence of the Shaman come in and have some hopefully beautiful messages for you to bring forward, some healing and some restorative and rejuvenating aspects to yourself, your body, your mind, and your soul at this time, everyone. So take a minute to pick your pile, and I will go ahead with pile number 1. Hello pile 1, this is a reading. Let's see what the Shaman wishes to say to you. And I pulled a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle and the Sacred Spirit cards. First card that I've got for you is 43 and the Rattle, and I knew this card was going to come out. I'm going to put that here. The Rattle and 43. And the second card that I've got for you is Third Eye, Vision, Reclaim Your Mind. And I'm actually going to read a little bit from this Rattle card. Some of you might be really organizing your home at this time. I'm hearing that's the best thing that you can do right now if everything feels out of alignment. That's just a side message. 43 and the Rattle. The essence. The rattle is a spirit caller, carrying the shaman's prayer to the 4 directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future, closing with the prayer, Great Spirit, may your will be done. 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 The rattle guides us to prayer for all of the earth, not just for our own personal needs. When we offer our prayers to the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. Interesting. You're going to have to bear with me, everyone, today, because, the energies are, they feel very dense, and it's like I hear the message before I can get the words out. I'm trying to read the words on the page. It's like I couldn't make it flow, and maybe that's exactly how you feel, Pile 1. And you're being encouraged to look at the bigger picture. The shaman's coming through to say, don't just think about yourself here. Think about your wider essence, the community around you. This might be family. This might be with regards to a project that you've been working on for some time, or it's like expanding your family. Maybe some of you have been wanting to step into that sort of space right now with regards to extending yourself bigger than you find yourself to be right now. And the shaman is saying that this is what you came here to do. I think some of you might have just come to a standstill, and this has not been to halt you from what you were already doing or something you already had in mind, but it was so that you could expand further than you were allowing your own limited mind to allow you to bring in, Pile 1. And I hope this is making sense to you. I'm really trying really hard to get this out how it's coming through, but it's almost like it's like an encrypted understanding. So I think some of you have been receiving divine light codes and messages that you haven't been able to decipher, but your spiritual body has already deciphered them. So you're being encouraged to be as still as you can by the shaman, Pile 1. It's like, be as still as you can to allow your third eye to release all this energy. Well, number 19 in the sun. Yeah, because you're set for such an awakened path, Pile 1. Wow. You've got the sun, you've got the strength. This is incredible, Pile 1. The Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to pull a final tarot for you as well, Pile 1. And the Page of Pentacles. It's okay to be at the start of your journey, Pile 1. The shaman is coming through to say, just because you were at the start of something doesn't mean that you're not already a master at something. And I think this is what's been holding you back, Pile 1, is this idea that you don't know enough, when actually you do. You're just having to find the strength at this time to step forward in your full divine light. There is something within you that is wanting to create something. So it's just like, I'm just hearing out of this world, that it's made you feel like you can't have it. But the shaman is coming forward to say that this is not your first time here. And this is going to bring you everything you've been wanting, Pile 1. Absolutely everything you've been wanting. There is just a deep knowing within you. And I feel like now I'm actually struggling to get the words out, because it's almost like I wouldn't need to say anything to you, Pile 1. You just being here and opening up to receive a message means that you receive messages from everyone. You read energy like words on a page, Pile 1. And that's so funny, because that's why I couldn't read the words on the page to make point to this reference. You don't need to have read all the books to understand the energy. You already understand the energy, Pile 1. So it's like, you don't keep thinking that you have to gain more knowledge, because you don't need it. You don't need to be fully scholared in something, in whatever it is that you're working on, because you understand the energy surrounding it. So all you have to do is just use what you know, and use this from within. Pile 1, it's like use the energy from within, ushering in this rattle to bring change for yourself and the collective and those around you, family, community, your family, wanting to extend a family. It's like you know how to do that already. In your heart, you know how to do this. Pile 1. The shaman is coming through to say, you are the shaman. They're saying that, you have the capacities to do everything that you have been feeling like you want to do, but you've been put in a state to pause so that you could see your own energy, so that you could see your own way of processing energy and stepping forward. You work in a very different way to other people around you, and this makes you feel like you're wrong, pile 1, and you're not. You just read things differently, and that's okay. So get to know yourself and how you read, how you work within your realms, whatever this is to you, pile 1, because this is going to be such a diverse and eclectic mix of things that people are wanting to bring forward. But the main energy is that you know the energy of it already, so don't fear it. Have strength in knowing that you already know, pile 1. In the bottom of the deck, we've got the 2 of Cups, which is allowing me to know that in you stepping forward from your heart space, pile 1, you're going to allow for a great number of avenues to be opened up for other people as well. It's like whatever you are doing, you are opening up a channel of wealth, not just for you, but for others. And abundance and wealth can mean very different things, but it's like you are bringing such light to so many by stepping forward in what you are doing, pile 1. And I think this is what the shaman is trying to bring forward, is that some of you might be fearing that, it's like you're fearing that you aren't doing something with the highest of intentions when you are. It's almost like you're getting stuck in the ideas of what other people's projections onto you, pile 1. So don't get stuck in what others may be perceiving you to be doing at this time, because you know in your heart why you're doing something. And maybe you're not even entirely sure why you are doing something, but your soul already knows, pile 1. So they're saying trust in that. You've worked through enough shadow to be able to step forward and be in the light. That's it. Maybe you're fearing that you're still living in your full shadow self, and you're not, pile 1. You're in complete balance. Yeah, don't be afraid. That's the main message. Don't be afraid. You're in balance, pile 1. And you might have just come through a state of like a massive ego death, rebirth, dark night of the soul, whatever you want to call it at this point. But the final card that I've got for you is 17 and the Starr. And yeah, this is who you are now, pile 1. I think that you were someone that was stuck in their shadow self, in their darker aspects of self, but now you've stepped forward into the light, and you know the way. You know the way, pile 1. And I feel like I'm looking into your soul right now, pile 1, and there is just this, it's like, it's so steadfast in its knowing. Your soul is so steadfast in its knowing. It's your physical vessel and your mind that is holding you back right now. So the shaman is coming forward to say, keep trusting your soul, because it's always leading you. And, we do have to align mind, body, and spirit, but your spirit body is so strong, pile 1. So trust it. It's there for a reason. Our body fades, our mind plays tricks, but your soul knows. So the shaman is coming forward to say, keep trusting your soul's knowing. And if you're not sure what that feels like, it feels like the sun. It feels like warmth. It feels like, like an embrace from an elder. Your soul is incredibly ancient, Pile 1. I can't describe how old your soul is, and how it feels to me. I feel like I'm pulling in the energies of the shaman, and it's the same energy as your own. But you know this already, Pile 1. You know this already. Everything that I've said hasn't surprised you. And I think you just came here for that final nod. I'm seeing like an animal nod at you, Pile 1. It's like with the lion here as well. It's like you saw an animal recently, or you're just about to see an animal. A spirit guide come forward for you. Yeah, it's like a new guide wants to come forward for you. And they nodded at you, Pile 1. And you didn't know what that meant at that time. But now you know. It's confirmation that you're on the right path and everything's going to be alright. I'm going to pull a final card for you from, the Spirit. Messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle. Final message from the Shaman, Pile 1. Final message. Stars navigation in 37. Your heart is in the stars, Pile 1. I'd be very surprised if you do not resonate as being a starseed. If you do not know what that is yet, then welcome, and I think you've got an amazing path ahead of you. But you've been encrypted with divine knowledge. It's written in your DNA, Pile 1, and maybe this is why you've gone through such a death and rebirth recently. It was to unlock all of these soul's gifts into your physical vessel, and now you're having to translate that to this 3D plane of existence, when actually your heart really resides in the ethers and the celestial. And yes, I'm just seeing in codes like light codes, and that is where you gain all of your knowledge, all of your information from, Pile 1, and then you have to make it work here. And I think that's the bit that you are now starting to come to the understanding of, is just, I just need to funnel all of that into something that is here, that I can work with tangibly. And it's going to take a little bit of time for that to transpire, Pile 1. But that's because your energy is just, it's just so powerful, Pile 1. So I feel like you think that, Pile 1, this is so funny, bless your heart. You feel like you're the dunce of the class, like you feel like you've got the dunce's hat on, but actually it's just that it's like you're so far advanced, Pile 1, that it almost just doesn't make sense to other people. And I think even when you try and make these things make sense to other people, they don't get it, so you come unstuck. But actually, you're just supposed to put out what feels good to you, and the right people will be aligned to your energy, Pile 1. And actually, I think in you just putting things out there, that's going to unlock the soul's gifts in other people. So in time, they will understand what you are saying. But I think that there might be a bit of a lag with what you have going on, Pile 1. So I think, you're having to run. You're having to run at this time, and you feel like you don't know where you're running to, but actually there is a destination for you. So just keep going, keep doing whatever you're doing, keep expanding where you're supposed to be expanding. And this is going to look incredibly different for everyone that is watching this, Pile, but you're going to understand what I mean and what it's relating to, because you understand the frequency of what I'm saying rather than the words of what I'm saying. It's almost like I can't even put words to what I'm trying to express, Pile 1, because it's not, this isn't how it works, And actually I'm going to speak some light language to you, because I think that's going to help you decipher what I'm going to say to you. But there's a continuation with the 36 and 37 here. So we've got 17, 36 and 37, and I feel like those numbers are incredibly significant for you. But this light code is going to explain everything that I've just said, so you understand it in your language, Pile One. It's like you speak a different language to a lot of people right now, but they're going to start to be able to speak your language soon enough. And yeah, just give it some time is what I want to say, Pile One. She ara uku kuni yekare ikia she inni anna ia ki oro nui ta ara shi anna tia no oro to kuda yete anna ki ishi ki anna oro to yete yana ia ke oro to yeta ma shi na ore te oda kuieta oro no mia ka tai shi iki ono uieti anna tiri o te takona tika ta are inni ko uku i shi ono ia nare ki ine shi ono o to ono ia patana tia na oni anna ki shi iti ono kuieti yana tere she uto ugi ana uku koe pe ana ia ke ishe ano ia ne ni ana urochu uku tia ta anga ia ne ukure shikite ena au shu uti ano ruitia tera na ia na kukuia ta ano ru shike ia tia no tia no uroto kure tia ta akia she ina i uto no mu ni asha uno no ia ka ana na ia ke ikshi ni uto to na. I felt like I was speaking double speed, Pile One. You are just incredibly soul gifted, Pile One. And I think the world is having to catch up with you, which is why you feel incredibly out of alignment, but actually you're in alignment for the new paradigm that is opening up, the new space that is opening up. And you've already seen it, Pile One. And this is your confirmation of the things that you've been seeing, you've been sensing, you've been understanding before everyone else has got there. So trust, Pile One. The shaman is saying to just trust. Trust where you are right now and be still enough so that you can let your soul erupt out of you. You have a lot to share with this world, Pile One. And I think in time, you're going to start to see the places that you will be appreciated. I think that it's been a tough battle, Pile One, but the shaman is saying that you're on the right path, so just keep going. Allow for yourself to be released from the pains of the past, but I feel like you've actually come to terms with that, Pile One. I think you've just been releasing a lot, and you're in full alignment. You're actually in full alignment, Pile One. So don't worry, is the main message coming through. Don't worry about where you are right now, because things will look very different eventually. And it might take some time for what you want to come to fruition. But that's the only way. That's the only way that this can go. So how can you hold yourself as you move through this path, Pile One? Because it's incredible what you're trying to create, but it will take some time. You're birthing new things into existence daily, and that's okay. So just trust. Keep trusting. I think that's it for you, Pile One. I could sit in your energy all day. If you are this pile and you feel like reaching out to me, please do, Pile One, because I'd love to know who you are. I feel like we speak the same language, and yeah, it's like my mind is completely, it feels like my mind is completely aligned with what you see, which feels very interesting to me. So yeah, I'd love to pick your brain, I think is what that relates to, Pile One. But thank you for being here today. Thank you for showing up to my channel. I feel like you are super advanced, so I appreciate that, and I hope this has given you some clarity and the courage to continue to walk forward, Pile One. But if you would like an extended reading or to be working with me at a much more personal level, do not hesitate to reach out. All the links are in my description of how to contact me, Pile One. But take care. Thank you. Pile 2, this is your reading. Let's see what the Shaman wishes to say to you. The first card that I've got for you is the Coyote and 12. Interesting. Wasn't expecting to see this card today, which... Awakened Spirit, Desire to Change. Number 4. Awakened Spirit, Desire to Change. I'm going to read a little bit of the Coyote from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Number 12. 12 and 4 is your numbers. The coyote is a symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding by ensuring that things don't go to plan. The coyote brings the energy of divine deception to set you free from the shackles of what does not serve you. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find out that the coyote brings you the opposite of what you have hoped for. The lessons offered by the coyote may at first appear confusing, but they are the most sacred and always for your highest good. Interesting. Pile 2. I feel like some of you have just been through a divine detour, and the shaman is saying that you've learnt so much. So release anger, release sadness, release the pain surrounding a situation, because it was supposed to happen the way that it did, and you've grown. Pile 2. But I'm going to bring some tarot into the mix before I say anything else. Yeah, the 6 of Wands. You've actually been given a divine gift through this detour. Pile 2. More than one. The 3 of Wands. And this is allowing for you to see something... King of Swords. Something that is... It's allowing you to see something that is bigger than you once thought. Pile 2. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Okay. Give me a moment with your cards, Pile 2, because I feel like we might have a split camp here. The bottom of the deck energy is the Page of Swords. Some of you have just gone through a major detour so that you could reach your potential. There was something that had to crack you open for you to be able to reach your potential, Pile 2. And I'm hearing like baptism by fire. This might have been something that really rocked your foundations. This might have happened through shadow season or started in last shadow season last year. Like something really took its hold over you, Pile 2, to shake up everything that you thought to be true. And it's like it's left you with this feeling of, yeah, just anger and disdain or distress. And the shaman's saying that actually this has been your greatest gift. And it's like a gift and a curse. It's been exactly each of those things. And allow that to be your truth, Pile 2. You're trying to overanalyze something when you just know what's happened. It's like you're trying to find out more when there isn't more to know. It happened the way that it did, and you've grown from it, Pile 2. And that's all you need to take away from this. And with the back here of both of these women, it's like you're just supposed to be walking to your new horizon, to your new path, to your new life, I'm hearing. So just let it go, Pile 2. There is something that you just need to let go so that you can feel the light of the sun again. And this might be just to be able to forgive yourself from the past and know that you know better now. And you've learned. So you're never going to get scolded the same way again, Pile 2. This might be having to put trust in the new that's coming forward for you at this time as well. You might be having to trust that new situations that are cropping up aren't like the energies of the past, and knowing that you've grown so much that actually you're bringing in a different vibration. You are now an awakened spirit. You've already changed, pile 2, and I think you're not allowing yourself to see just how much you've changed. And with this 5 of Swords here, this might be my camp number 2, where you've got stuck in the mental process of this challenging situation that you've been in, when actually if you get out of the mind and just allow spirit to lead you from where you are now, you're going to be in this energy. But some of you have got stuck in trying to understand this at a mental level, when actually it's been such a divinely and spiritually led process that it doesn't make sense in the mind anywhere, pile 2. So don't pull it through the mind, pull it through the body, through the soul, I'm hearing. Because somewhere in you there is like a divine warrior that understands it all, but you've got stuck in the mind somewhere, some of you here, and you just have to get out of the mind, pile 2. Yeah, I've come back to the Page of Swords. Now I'm being drawn to how this woman's like tightroping on this sword, and it's almost as if you are, it's like you're teetering on the edge of something, pile 2, and the shaman is saying to just step forward one more, and you are in complete freedom. And I think this might be hidden from you. And it's like, yeah, I've just covered this coyote's eyes. So either this is hidden from someone else for protection, pile 2. Your path has been hidden from someone else for your own protection, pile 2. So you have to just trust the things that you cannot see right now, because if they were to tell you, it's like other people, other beings, other entities, this is going to make sense to you if it makes sense, would put a stop to what you are doing. So they almost can't tell you your path, pile 2. Wow. Ace of Cups, because, yeah, some of you here are incredibly powerful. And the things that you have already put into motion it's like they're going to change the world. So they can't give you all of the information, because it would take the fun out of it, for one, but also it's like you are so precious. You're the star at the bottom of the deck. It's like other beings would try and pull this energy from you and cipher it off of you, pile 2. And this is only going to make sense if it makes sense, but some of you are so heavily spiritually endowed, I'm hearing, that you do come to spaces of, being psychically attacked or tapped into by other beings, and you're aware of this. If this is your message, you're already aware of this. So trust that your heart knows. So keep following your heart, pile 2, because your mind isn't a safe space to be, and it's the easiest place to hack where you are right now in your journey. So you have to keep trusting your heart, and perhaps this doesn't make sense to you in your mind, which is why you are getting stuck. I'm hearing you're getting stuck somewhere, pile 2, and it's because you're letting your mind lead when actually you should let your heart lead. And it's a stillness, it's a knowing, it's a softness, it's you feel at peace, pile 2. When you've tapped into your heart space, you feel at peace. So please do some heart opening meditations, listening to singing bowls, or just holding your own hands over your own heart and saying, show me the way, because I think this is going to be a game-changing reading for you, pile 2. And that's not to blow smoke up my own, behind, but I think I've just put into words something that you couldn't understand before. But your path isn't shown to you because you don't have one, or it's because good things aren't going to exist for you. It's because it's literally not safe for you to know your future in your mind before it happens, because other beings will try and put a stop to that. And we are living in a time where we are still in a battle. We are still in a galactic battle. We are still in a spiritual battle. And this will only make sense to you if it's your message. So it's almost if you just have to keep trusting in your heart, because you can't gain the information like other people gain information, because they're not the same entity as you, Pile 2. And this in your heart to be true. And I think this is going to make the most amount of sense to you, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I get it. It makes the most amount of sense. It's like I'm hearing someone, relay those words to themselves, like, how did I not see this before? And you weren't supposed to, Pile 2. And it's almost like a risk, this being brought forward. But I think your teams of light, whoever else that you work with, is actually just, they've been like, we have to share this message, because otherwise it felt like you weren't going to move forward, Pile 2. And I'm really laughing because I can completely resonate with that feeling of guys just being like at the last ebb of like, okay, we have to share this now. So I hope this has brought comfort to you, Pile 2, because I think this is going to help you understand yourself a little bit more, and hopefully help you trust yourself a little bit more too. But I'm going to pull another couple of cards, which I haven't done for Pile 1. But yeah, it's like, trust in the romance of everything, Pile 2. I think that you are actually a big romantic, so trust in when things feel good. Allow them to be good, Pile 2. I think you're always fearful of, and then what? Because you've been tricked so many times, Pile 2. That was the Four of Pentacles, but I got told to put it away. So that might be a message for someone. Yeah, put the money away, Pile 2, and come back to the heart. And I've got the Three of Swords. So you have to look at this, perhaps this heart pain from this trickster energy. You have to release all the pain, because it was supposed to happen, Pile 2. You were supposed to be broken open, I'm hearing. Yeah, the devil energy. Something had to break you open, and it had to break you open so that you could reach your intuition, your highest potential, your spiritual gifts, Pile 2. So trust now that you get to decide. You get to decide whether to stay stuck in the mind or trust your heart and continue to walk forward, because you deserve it, Pile 2. But you've been going through massive deaths and rebirths for quite a long time. I think you might have had a really abrupt awakening. You might have had a really abrupt initiation into the spiritual quest, Pile 2. And this might be, a 10-year span. This might be a 2-year span. This might be a 2-month span. But something has had you turned inside out, Pile 2. And, this was a message for the shaman, but your teams of light have come in as well, just to say that they support you, and actually they're so proud of you. They're so proud of everything that you've already become and everything that you are going to become moving forward. So they're saying, please just move forward, because you deserve it. You went through an initiation, and it's like you passed the test, Pile 2. You passed the test of flying colors, if that's what you needed to hear. And, it's like, I think you might have feared that you failed in some way, but you haven't, Pile 2. You won. You won the race. You ran the fastest. You fought the hardest. And now you get to step forward to receive the winnings of all the hard work that you've put in, Pile 2. So please continue to trust. Please continue to trust in your heart, and any pain that comes up, just feel it and let it go, because you deserve to just step forward into the light. It's like, I can feel how dense this is for you, Pile 2, and I can feel the edge of your mind, and I can feel the essence of your heart, and you are such a heart being, pile 2. So when you're actually stuck in your mind, you're not yourself. I'm hearing that you're not yourself. Something happens and you don't feel aligned, you don't feel yourself, you just don't feel like you. So they're saying, please, please, please open up your heart and allow yourself to receive the love that this universe has to offer. And I'm hearing universes, so some of you are incredibly expansive souls here, and you tap into all realms, all dimensions, all spaces, and your teams of light are saying, just let us in. I'm seeing like these elven ears now, so the elven community might be really important to you. And I'm hearing like a galactic elven community, so take that if that resonates. But there is a different realm that is opening up for you, and you're going to be able to step into that and be received with open arms, pile 2. So keep trusting the energies of your own water. And that's a message that I kept seeing when I think I was channeling messages from Lemuria or Mintaka. So either of those 2 readings might be beneficial for you. You can find those in my playlist. But there's something you can't see right now because it's your future. Waterfall and persistence. Just so I start talking about water, getting into bodies of water is incredibly healing for you, pile 2. You speak the language of the water, and I'm being guided to speak a little bit of light language now. So if you just want to close down your eyes for me, pile 2, and just receive this transmission from your spirit guides, your spirit teams, and your galactic families, and the shaman. But this is going straight to your third eye and your heart for an awakening. Shirasha uku iene oku ie te ara tia te ono no ie na sha aya toro no ie potoro no kugie te anare she iki ine uro totuie ni ana aka she ne uro totuie ke ana ke etia she iti ono uie te ono nuno ie takata tara she ana iura takuie te ono no ie ka uti a tarana ie te shike toro no uie momoni a takara te ie na e shike e ni a turu toro tu uani ana ka ala ke ete a ono ne shikiti a tutu tui na mia taka tarana ie ne ie to utu ushi inni ie te ona a kena nei uri ie te taria te autoro shukoto ina kuie te nne ikiki ina aie te nne ie te utu shu una uike ano rudia na atati a shikoto ti ina eke ine tara ui ka nuno nui sha ana ui ke te nne e te nne ata. And I spoke some light language for pile 1 as well, and I felt like I was doing it double speed. So something's coming in incredibly fast for you, pile 2. If you can just trust and release everything that's coming up at this time that is painful, and everything that is keeping you trapped in your mind. Do not listen to your mind. Just let your mind go, pile 2, which I know sounds insane, but you have to just stop listening to your mind because it's not you. And actually, I think there are beings that hack into your mind, pile 2, and, take what resonates, but you know this already. You know when it's not your voice. So come back to that and tell these things to leave you alone. Tell these things to go away. Tell your mind to go away because it's not you. And you know this, pile 2. But that's all I'm getting for you today, pile 2. Thank you for trusting me to be your reader. And if you would like to work with me on a much more personal level, do not hesitate to reach out because, I feel like there is a heart opening that needs to be activated within you, pile 2. So if that does feel aligned for you, don't hesitate to reach out. But share this reading with anyone that you feel like might need to hear this message today, pile 2. I feel like some of you are in alignment with a lot of other souls around you at this time, and I think that this reading might make a lot of sense for them too. So please spread the word and share the love. But thank you, pile 2. Hello, pile 3. This is your reading. Let's see what the shaman wishes to say to you. And I'm going to pull the first card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And we've got 57 and Time Master. Second card that I've got for you is Light Codes Travel Awaits You 24. This is a new deck for me, and I love the imagery on there. But I'm going to read a little bit from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Card 57 and Time Master. Time Master, the essence. Time is a construct of the human mind through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. Time moves in patterns, fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel, and others moving straight like an arrow. Humans see time like a ticking clock. This image reminds us that there is only so much of it to spend in a life, like a kind of currency. At any given moment, you can see time in all its infinite potential, at one vast and all-encompassing, then shrunken and finite. It all depends on perspective. Okay, there might be a continuation from, actually from both piles to pile number 3. And this infinity symbol is really sticking out to me, and these iridescent feathers. Some of you might really resonate with the peacocks or, phoenix, galactic birds I'm hearing. And I'm seeing like a dragon and phoenix like hybrid entity. And for like whoever that's supposed to make sense for, it will. But I'm seeing, it's like a new breed of being. Pile 3. You're incredible, pile 3, is what I want to share first. It's like the shaman's coming forward to say that you are the time master, and you haven't worked this out yet, pile 3. You are the time master. You create your own time. You create your own space of existence. And this is your confirmation. If you've been thinking, I don't know what my gifts are, you're the time master, pile 3. The shaman is saying you're the time master. You create liminal spaces for other people to exist in, pile 3. It's like, how do I put this into words? You imagining someone somewhere creates a portal for that to open up to them, and you do this almost on instant recognition of someone here. It's like when I'm looking at these codes here on this card, which are absolutely stunning, and the third eye, it's like locking eyes with someone opens up a new timeline for them because you've looked into their soul, pile 3. And we've got the Judgment card and this soul leaving this woman's body. I can't. You unlock paths of awakening for others, timelines for others, pile 3, because you are incredibly ancient. We've got 4, the Emperor here. You do things that people don't even believe to be possible, pile 3, in this lifetime already. You do things that people don't believe possible already this lifetime. 2 of Swords, and I think that this might have got you stuck recently, pile 3. 9 of Cups, but you're just coming out of this energy, and I think this reading is going to help, because actually now that you know what your gifts are, I think you're going to be able to just walk a lot faster towards what you want, pile 3. I think that you didn't think that you were gifted. I think that you didn't think that you were worthy of an expansive life. We've got the 7 of Wands here. When actually, I think now you're going to understand that it's you that unlocks the spaces for others with the Ace of Swords. Your mind is a very complicated place, pile 3, but in your visioning, in your being still, in your capacities to just sit in the energies of this earth, you open up different portals and timelines for other people. So trust in that. Trust in, you don't have to do much to awaken others, pile 3. And this is what you came here to do. And I think some of you have just felt really a lot of apathy perhaps where you are right now, because you didn't believe that you had any spiritual gifts or galactic gifts, but you do, pile 3. You very much do. And this is going to bring you your abundance in whatever way you want that to be, pile 3. You get to decide how you want to bring the money in. And this can change. You might be someone that changes what they do often, pile 3. You might have been someone that always changed jobs. You might have been someone that never stayed put in one place too long, and you weren't supposed to, pile 3. And I keep being brought back to the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. It's like I can't move past that, and I think some of you get stuck in having material wealth when that's not your main focus this lifetime, pile 3. And then I've managed to pull Temperance and card number 14. If you can get out of worrying about the monetary value behind things and just get going. You're supposed to be exploring, pile 3, because when you explore, you awaken others, and you're supposed to fly free like a bird, pile 3. You're supposed to fly 3, and I can't even say these words. Maybe some of you have a speech impediment, and that's going to clear up if you can go and travel, pile 3. This might be something that you've come to terms with, and you're not looking to inverted commas fix, but I'm hearing it's because you've got stuck somewhere while you're stammering, and all you have to do is go and fly free, and whatever that means for you. Some of you, this is going to be, walking away from the confinements of where you find yourself in your personal environments, walking away from toxic relationships. I'm hearing walking away from toxic environments, work, whatever else that means to you. But for some of you, this means literal travel. You're going to have to go and travel. It's like travel the world to unlock other people's gifts that you come into contact with. And that's all you came here to do, pile 3. So if you always felt like, I nowhere felt like home, or I don't know where home is, it's because, one, your home isn't here. You're definitely a starseed, pile 3. But also, you're not supposed to stay in one space. It's like if you do, you feel trapped, pile 3. And this doesn't have to pertain to relationships. You can have a family and continue to travel the world, I'm hearing. So, don't panic if you are in a committed relationship, have children, all of those things here. But your soul has always told you that you are supposed to travel and explore. I'm going to show the card because I keep pulling it around. The Four of Pentacles. So there's going to be some image on here that is relevant to someone. There's going to be something in this card that's relevant for you, and that's your confirmation that this is the right pile for you. Because I think even some of you watching this pile will think, this is not my pile. Like, how can it be? The life that I've just been living, what I've been up to, how can this be my pile? When actually it is pile 3. And I think things are going to happen in quick succession, because you are the time master. It's like this reading is going to unlock this understanding for you. And somewhere it's going to make sense, pile 3. You're going to be, you're going to be like, oh, okay, now it makes sense to me. But this might take a little bit of, inverted commas, time to come in, pile 3. So don't hear this message and freak out, is what I want to share. But this is the energy that you're perhaps moving into in the next 6 months, in the next 2 years, I'm hearing. So for some of you, this is going to make the most amount of sense to you in 2 years' time. You're going to be able to understand this reading, pile 3. And for some of you, the timing doesn't matter at all. It's already made sense to you somewhere, but just maybe not where you find yourself right now. There's like an encrypted essence within all of this, and now I can't even speak, pile 3. And yes, maybe some of you have recently just been having trouble speaking, having trouble with your voice. Yeah, I'm feeling like jaw ache. You might have just been really having trouble with your mouth. And this is part of the process of you unlocking. It's like unlocking your jaw. Like, you're going to have to start speaking up for yourself, pile 3. I think that you have been someone that's tried to people please. You've been someone that's tried to really do the best by others. And I think now you've gotten an entanglement of yourself. So now you're having to find the light within yourself to pull you forward. But you're going to do that, pile 3. You're going to do that. You're going to trust. Yeah, 8 of Cups, and start to walk away from all the things that no longer serve you. And I think you've only just started to come to this understanding, pile 3, or you may not even be here yet. You may not even be fully awakened to this. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. But you hold the power of an army, pile 3. You hold the power of an army, yet that is not the force that you are supposed to be outwardly showing to the world this lifetime. So that it all comes in your eyes, pile 3. The eyes are the windows to the soul, and your eyes tell 1,000 secrets, I'm hearing. When people look into your eyes, it's like you unlock spiritual gifts for them. And you might have come from pile 2 to pile 3. And this is what you came here to do. You came to awaken others to their potential, to their prosperity, and to their full abundant life, pile 3. And I think that you've been thinking about monetary abundance when actually your soul doesn't care for it at all, pile 3. Your soul truly does not care for it, and it's almost like it doesn't take much to make you happy. So trust in that, pile 3. Trust in that it doesn't take a lot of money to make you happy. So why are you so transfixed on having a lot of money? And you're going to have to step out of the paradigm of the way you think you should be living life, pile 3, because that's not how you want to live your life. I think that life looks very differently to you, actually, at a soul's level. So you're going to have to keep stepping forward in what your soul is guiding you towards, pile 3. I think that you actually want to, at some point you're going to want to run for the hills. It's like seeing someone, like take off all of their clothes, their shoes, and just run for the hills and want to be running wild, pile 3. You might consider yourself to be a shapeshifter of sorts, and take what resonates. But I think that I'm seeing you as a bird now taking flight, pile 3. You are a shapeshifter, and there is no negative connotation to that whatsoever, but you adapt to your environments very easily, very quickly, pile 3. So trust in that too. I think you've gotten stuck somewhere, and it's going to take great discernment and trusting to step out of the paradigm that you're in. It's like you've got lost in other people's shadow. This isn't even you, pile 3. Whatever you've been doing right now, recently, this isn't you. You are something completely different. You are all of this light over here, pile 3. But you've been living in a lot of shadow. And this is not to say that you are, you've been doing anything wrong or intentionally hurting people, but you've been hurting yourself. It's been the opposite end of the spectrum. Actually, you've only been hurting yourself, pile 3, by staying stuck where you are. And the shaman is coming forward to say that you are going to have to start trusting in your light and accessing your light body. And I think some of you have been trying to connect in such a specific way when you work very differently. I'm hearing go and touch things in nature, pile 3. Go and explore and touch things in nature, because that's where you receive your messages of guidance, your answers. Is actually in the elementals. And Diamonds and Radiance, number 11, is the final card for you. There is a divine light that's being shone on you at this time, pile 3. And we've got number 7, clouds in imagination. Look to nature spirits for the answers, pile 3, because that's going to help you unlock your gifts. And I feel like that contradicts everything that I've just said about who you are, pile 3, but there is something that is needing to be unlocked within you. You're like a kaleidoscope. You're multidimensional. There are so many layers to you. And to be able to step forward in your full radiance, you're going to have to start trusting that you are a galactic being, I'm hearing, pile 3. An expansive soul. Whatever words resonate for you right now. Or this might be, the first time you're awakening to all such things that I've just been speaking about. And in which case, go easy. Do not hesitate to reach out to me, pile 3, if you would like an extended reading, because I think there's quite an eclectic mix of different types of energies and entities that, radiate across the spectrum of dimensions that we find ourselves in. I'm never even too sure what to even say at this point with regards to the energies and everything that we find ourselves in, pile 3, because it is just magical. And I think you feel the magic, you experience the magic, but you keep telling yourself that you don't when you do. And it's like it keeps starting again. You keep starting again and again and again at something, pile 3, when actually I think you're just supposed to leap into something else. There's something else out there for you. You just haven't found it yet, pile 3. You're supposed to travel. You're supposed to leap. You're supposed to soar. You're supposed to fly. Trust. Keep trusting. Trusting in your heart's knowing, pile 3. But I think that's all the messages that I've got for you today, pile 3. Thank you for trusting me to be your reader. And if you would like an extended reading or to be working with me on a much more personal level, do not hesitate to reach out. All the ways and how to contact me are in my description below. But there is such divine knowledge within you, pile 3. Believe in that. Believe in yourself. Believe in your power. And know that you deserve to live the life of your own dreams and no one else. But please do like, subscribe, and share this message with whoever you feel like this might resonate to as well. Pile 3, trying to grow this community and meet all other expansive souls out there that are soul tribe, soul family. And I think that message is really going to resonate with you with wanting to just explore and meet new people, pile 3. So take care, pile 3. Good luck on your travels and your journeys. And I hope I meet you along the way.